My name's Chris, and today I'm here to talk to you about the new version 3 of the Glut Cheeks fuzz by Poison Noises. This is a 60s style fuzz pedal. Essentially what it is are two 60s style circuits, a fuzz face and a tone bender that you can go between with the flick of a switch. So what we're going to do here first is break down the controls and do a little bit of knob twiddling, and then you're going to hear the riffs from the intro demo isolated back to back with essentially the three different settings I used for them in that intro demo. So here we go. I've got the pedal off right now. I'm using my Paul Reed Smith Silver Sky. You may notice it's not exactly stock. In the bridge, I have a Sir Thornbucker Plus, which isn't a super high output bridge humbucker, but it's more than you're going to get out of a regular single coil bridge. I'm starting on the neck though, and here's my not so clean tone. This is how I usually like to run fuzz pedals. I like to have a little bit of gain coming out of the amp that you can feed into the pedal. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it. Everything's basically at noon. Mode switches up. See, it's actually kind of quiet, so I typically like to run the volume, at least around 3 o'clock or something like that. Okay. Next up, we have our gain knob, which is a gain knob. I crank that up. Get a little more breakup, more saturation. I'm going to keep that around there. And then we're going to move on to our tone, which acts as a filter. I like to think of it as a sit in the mix knob. The higher you roll it up, the more low end you're going to get. You can hear it all the way dimed. And then if I roll that back towards the left, around there, it thins out the signal effectively a lot more. Now, this is a thing where rolling that all the way up and you play a big fat E pentatonic riff is going to sound huge if you're just playing it by yourself. That kind of sound can get really easily lost in the mix if then you go ahead and play that with a full band or something. So this is great for fine-tuning those kind of things to keep your sound present in a mix while still retaining, the low end that you want out of your sound. So I really like that knob. It's really, really useful. I'm going to keep it up around there. You're seeing a pattern with how I'm setting the knobs. Next up is strength. What this essentially does, it acts as your volume pot in your guitar. So I roll that down with everything still exactly where it was before. It's kind of keeping things a little bit more polite. I'm going to crank that, but then I'm going to roll the gain back a little bit. It's kind of I don't know, this isn't scientific. I think of it as a kind of a secondary gain structure that, again, you're adding more parameters to really tweak your kind of fuzz setting. The way those two knobs interact is really interesting to me. I'm skipping over the mode for right now, and then we're going to go to our bias knob, aka the fun knob, right? So it's controlling how much voltage you're feeding the pedal. If I roll it down, I'm starving it. Which is just tons of fun. You roll it up, you get more thickness, you get more sustain. Especially combine that with cranking the gain up a little bit more. And so then we're going to move over to our mode switch. So this adds a third transistor into the mix, effectively changing it from the fuzz face to a tone bender. Everything's the same as what it was before. Sorry. More fun. You just get more gain, more saturation, more of everything. All the controls function exactly as they did before. I had a lot of fun with the lead sound that I was playing. I rolled the bias down a little bit to, again, get that squelchy kind of tape ripping sound. Which is awesome. Now, real quick, I've been doing everything on the neck single coil here, but I'm going to flip to the bridge humbucker. Why not? All right, so what we're going to hear next are the 3 main riffs from the intro demo, played with the 3 main tones from the intro demo one by one, so you get a nice A-B-C comparison between all 3 of those sounds. Alright, and that's the Glut Cheeks. It's a 60s style fuzz circuit from Poison Noises. As you can see, hopefully, there are a tremendous amount of different sounds that you can get out of this pedal. I've been having a ton of fun with it, if you couldn't tell. But you can pick one up at poisonnoises.com, follow them on YouTube, find them on Instagram, probably a bunch of other apps that I don't know about because I'm getting older, and I'll see you next time.